The Hills of the Lord by William Channing Gannett. From the World's Best Poetry, Volume 4, The Higher Life, Part 1. Read for LibriVox.org by Sonia. The Hills of the Lord. God plowed one day with an earthquake, and drove his furrows deep. The huddling plains upstarted, the hills were all aleap. But that is the mountain's secret, age hidden in their breast. God's peace is everlasting, are the dream words of their rest. He hath made them the haunt of beauty, the home elect of his grace. He spreadeth his mornings on them, his sunsets light their face. His thunders tread in music of footfalls echoing long, and carry majestic greeting around the silent throng. His winds bring messages to them, wild storm news from the main. They sing it down to the valleys in the love song of the rain. Green tribes from far come trooping, and over the uplands flock. He weaveth the zones together in robes for his risen rock. They are nurseries for young rivers, nests for his flying cloud, homesteads for new born races, masterful, free, and proud. The people of tired cities come up to their shrines and pray. God freshens again within them as he passes by all day. And lo, I have caught their secret, the beauty deeper than all, this faith that life's hard moments, when the jarring sorrows befall, are but God ploughing his mountains, and the mountains yet shall be the source of his grace and freshness, and his peace everlasting to me.
Sunrise by Charles Tennyson Turner. From the World's Best Poetry, Volume 4, The Higher Life, Part 1. Read for LibriVox.org by Tomas Peter. Sunrise. As on my bed at dawn I mused and prayed, I saw my lattice pranked upon the wall, the flaunting leaves and flitting birds withal, a sunny phantom interlaced with shade. Thanks be to heaven! In happy mood I said, what sweeter aid my matins could befall than this fair glory from the east hath made? What holy sleights hath God, the Lord of all, to bid us feel and see? We are not free to say we see not, for the glory comes nightly and daily, like the flowing sea. His lustre pierces through the midnight glooms, and at prime hours, behold, he follows me with golden shadows to my secret rooms.
God and Man, from the Essay on Man, Epistles 1 and 4, by Alexander Pope, from the World's Best Poetry, Volume 4, The Higher Life, Part 1. Read for LibriVox.org by Jason in Canada. God and Man, from the Essay on Man, Epistles 1 and 4. Lo, the poor Indian, whose untutored mind Sees God in clouds, or hears him in the wind. His soul, proud science never taught to stray Far as the solar walk or Milky Way, Yet simple nature to his hope has given, Behind the cloud-topped hill, a humbler heaven. Some safer world in depth of woods embraced, Some happier island in the watery waste, Where slaves once more their native land behold, No fiend's torment, no Christian's thirst for gold. To be contents his natural desire, He asks no angel's wing, no seraph's fire, But thinks, admitted to that equal sky, His faithful dog shall bear him company. Go, wiser thou, and in thy scale of sense Weigh thy opinion against Providence. Call imperfection what thou fanciest such. Say, Here he gives too little, there too much. Destroy all creatures for thy sport or gust, Yet cry, if man's unhappy, God's unjust. If man alone engross not heaven's high care, Alone made perfect here, immortal there, Snatch from his hand the balance and the rod, Rejudge his justice, be the God of God. In pride, in reasoning pride our error lies, All quit their sphere and rush into the skies. Pride still is aiming at the blest abodes, Men would be angels, angels would be gods, Aspiring to be gods if angels fell, Aspiring to be angels men rebel, And who but wishes to invert the laws Of order, sins against the eternal cause. All are but parts of one stupendous whole, Whose body nature is, and God the soul. That, changed through all, and yet in all the same, Great in the earth as in the ethereal frame, Warms in the sun, refreshes in the breeze, Glows in the stars, and blossoms in the trees, Lives through all life, extends through all extent, Spreads undivided, operates unspent, Breathes in our soul, informs our mortal part, As full, as perfect, in a hair as heart, As full, as perfect, in vile man that mourns, As the rapt seraph that adorns and burns. To him no high, no low, no great, no small, He fills, he bounds, connects, and equals all. Cease then, nor order imperfection name, Our proper bliss depends on what we blame. Know thy own point. This kind, this due degree Of blindness, weakness, Heaven bestows on thee. Submit. In this or any other sphere, secure To be as blest as thou canst bear, Safe in the hand of one disposing power, Or in the natal or the mortal hour. All nature is but art unknown to thee, All chance direction which thou canst not see. All discord, harmony not understood, All partial evil, universal good. And, spite of pride, in erring reason's spite, One truth is clear, whatever is right. Order is heaven's first law, and, this confessed, Some are and must be greater than the rest, More rich, more wise, but who infers from hence That such are happier, shocks all common sense. Heaven to mankind impartial we confess. If all are equal in their happiness, But mutual wants this happiness increase, All nature's difference keeps all nature's peace. Condition, circumstance, is not the thing, Bliss is the same in subject or in king. In who obtain defense, or who defend, In him who is, or him who finds a friend. Heaven breathes through every member of the whole One common blessing,